Hi guys, it's Pat, and I'm back to share another project with you. This is actually another project that I finished, I would say, about a month ago. And it's a charm for Molly Downing. And I probably will have to give you some history because we agreed to do a swap back in October. And at that time, I was substituting as a hostess for a swap that was actually Leonie Castro's swap on Life on the Scrap Beach. And so I was doing all of that, but in talking to Molly, she had been trying to, we both had been in this swap for months, and she was always trying to get one of my charms, and luck of the draw, she never did. And so she asked me if I wanted to do a swap with her, which of course I wanted to do, because I had gotten a couple of her charms and I knew they were absolutely gorgeous. So we agreed to do this swap, and I found out that she was also swapping with Hannah, who lives in the UK. So we decided to do a three-way swap. And the long and short of that is that because I was sending charms in October to Hannah in the UK, excuse me, Molly went ahead and did her charms really quickly and sent them to me so that I could have mine and then also send something on to Hannah. So it was agreed that, I wasn't going to be able to do that in October. Anyway, so I did the swap, hosted the swap in October for Leonie, and it's a big swap. It's maybe, I don't know, 68 charms that are just going, all over the country, all over the world. And anyway, I got done with that, and then I got into some, how that is, Halloween, Christmas projects. And then it was Christmas. And then after Christmas, I got sick. And, nothing that wasn't fixable, but threw me off my game for a while. And so I'm just now getting back into catching up with my projects and doing videos. So I give you that long explanation because I don't want anybody to think they don't ever want to swap with me on a personal swap because it takes me so long. There were reasons. And in fact, I had to contact Molly again to get her address because I couldn't find what I had done with it all those months ago. So anyway, a little bit more about why, how this came about. When I was doing the swap in October, Molly was so sweet to me. She sent me an extra charm, and this is the charm that she sent me from the swap. And I did 3 videos on all the charms that I got in that swap, so those are on my YouTube channel. And then this is the charm that she sent me, which is just absolutely gorgeous, and she did a video on this. So this is on her YouTube channel, and it's Molly Downing, and her channel is MDMDOWIN on YouTube. So I'll put a link down in the description. So anyway, this is, it is gorgeous. All the, just the beautiful beads and the bead caps, it's fantastic. So this is what she made for me. In addition, she sent me a bunch of goodies. And, there was paper and just all kinds of things. She sent me several just gorgeous charms. This one, I haven't used it on anything yet. I'm just hoarding it and saving it for something special. Look at this fish. These are just, they were just really, really, really cool charms. So, what happened is, first of all, it had been a while and I hadn't done it yet. And, and she was not hurrying me or anything. But, so I was kind of feeling bad about that. And it just became where, oh my goodness, this charm just has to be so special for Molly. And then it became, I talked myself into some performance anxiety. So it became an even bigger deal. So, anyway, I finally kind of talked myself out of that and just did the charm. So that's what I want to share with you today. So, oops, sorry. little crazy there with my camera, knocking it over. So this is, let's see if I can get back far enough that you can see the whole charm. This is the charm that I did for Molly. And it's kind of lay it down like this a little bit, I guess, so that you can see it better. It's a big, big charm. And I put it on, this is actually the first easel tag that I did, because I get a lot of charms and they're really nice, and I'd like to, you know, I have some of them on a bird cage, and I have some of them hanging from a dress form, but I wanted something where if somebody wanted to, they could just maybe set this up if they wanted to and look at it. Or, you know, it can be flat, whatever. So anyway, so this is the charm, and I had purchased, probably back in October, these glass beads with the flowers on them. And there are 3 of them on here. And they were my starting point. I always knew that that was going to be my starting point for Molly's charm, because it was just my sense of Molly. And, you know, probably many of you follow her on YouTube. She just celebrated that she had 1,000 subscribers, so I'm sure a lot of you do follow her, but she's just the nicest person. And she always, I just have such a sense of how she nurtures and takes care of her family. And it reminds me of somebody who's tending a garden. And so I always had that kind of in my mind when I thought of her. And so I started from that, and then I just added to it things that sort of reminded me of that, but just things that also made me think about Molly. And as I did it, the charm kind of took on a little bit of a masculine coloring. And I think it's because Molly does so many things that are kind of a celebration of her husband and her son, and, you know, just this fantastic family that she has. So a lot of the paper is from a collection from Glitz Design called Vintage Blue, and so that's what I'm calling her tag, Vintage Blue. So in addition to these, and I also did a lot of, I was doing a lot more with the, for this particular tag, trying to do more with the bead caps and the metal beads, and just, you know, some of that really fancy beadwork, because I was so impressed with a lot of that from the swap that I did in October. All the ladies just did beautiful, gorgeous charms. So we can get this so that I have something in frame. So anyway, so I did a lot of that type of thing in this particular charm. And then I did also a lot of chains, and that was influenced also by the ladies in the swap, because they just did so many fantastic things with chains. And the other thing that I did was, thinking of Molly, I just always think of all the fantastic mini books and things that she does to put in her memories of her family. And so I kind of wanted to complement that theme. And so I've got this is one of the little wooden tags from Prima that they have this year. And then this is also a little trinket from Prima that says Memories. And then, and I know that she likes these trinkets, so that was kind of my motivation. This is a Prima locket trinket, which opens up and you can put a picture in here. So if she has that grandbaby that she's been thinking maybe she might have someday, she can use that for that. And then this is another Prima trinket, the key. as well as blue heart. So that is, I think, and there's just a lot of things that I did with the chains that were. In fact, I was recently working on a steampunk tag, and all of a sudden I was like, where are all my chains? And I forgot that I had put a lot of them on here and that I need to stock up again. So that is the front of the tag, and then on the back I just did a pocket with a little, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. And then, of course, my card and another butterfly. This is from the Tim Holtz mover and shaker butterfly die, as is this. And then on top of the blue, well, I have some gems underneath there. And then on top of that is like a transparency. So wanted to kind of add. And there are, I think this paper, a lot of the paper on this is from Glitz Design, but I think this one is from French Market. And I know that's a line that she likes because I saw that on her haul video. So that is it. I'm going to post some photos too. This is Molly's charm. I hope she liked. Oh, yeah, and this is I Am Rose's flower that I put on here. It's actually on the back of a little vintage charm. So that's it, vintage blue. It's for Molly, and it's going to be going out in the mail any day now. Molly, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. And please, everybody, if you take the time to comment, I really appreciate it. Always like to hear what you think. Thanks.